Okay, cool. So like okay, that makes sense. So like kind of like a panel. Okay, great. Well, yeah, let me know when you know more, and then definitely I will do my best to prepare, and I hope it goes as well as it did with Jocelyn. Yay. Yay. Moved on to the second round. Hey, welcome to week 4 of my unemployed weekly vlog series. I want to update you guys on the job search. As you'll remember from last week, we actually had an interview with 2 different companies on Friday. Company C actually asked to move forward with me, and I will be having 2 interviews with 2 different people from Company C January 29th. And tomorrow, I actually have a second interview with Company G. So it's all very exciting. Wanted to update you guys on one more thing. If you'll remember a few videos back, I discussed how, one of my biggest insecurities in the job field is the fact that I don't have a bachelor's degree. I don't have my bachelor's degree. I didn't do college. I tried and I failed miserably. Luckily, I've been able to find really good jobs since, but the minute I get rejected, immediately I'm like, would they have liked me more if I had a bachelor's degree? Well, I have decided to change that. So I actually signed up for classes for the spring semester this year, and I'm only taking 2 classes. I'm moving very slow because school was really hard for me when I did it all the way back in 2017. And it's something that I'm really hopeful about, but I didn't want to just jump in feet first. Head first, I wanted to kind of be able to dip my toes. And so I'm taking an English class, and then I'm also taking a disability class as well. So a class about like disability and how it's affected by social justice. I'll walk you guys through it while I'm job hunting and hopefully eventually job getting. I'm really excited about this challenge. I am a little nervous because I have 2 kids. Full-time. I woke up late, but I showered and I did my hair. I put on a little bit of makeup, but not a lot. So this is my desk setup. I have my computer here. I have my iPad so I can take notes, and my keyboard for my bigger monitor, but I have my Vapo Cool rub because my throat is still kind of sore. That interview that I did earlier today lasted 70 minutes. 70. That was creepy. I feel like there's a presence in my house. I am actually not gonna lie, I got very tired in the middle of it because it was just, question after question, and to be honest, it felt very repetitive. But I think I did well. I'm gonna feel positive about it. Nothing made me feel negative about it, but I felt relatively happy with it. So the weekly vlog series is actually doing really well, but I also noticed my semaglutide/Ozempic video wasn't doing well. And I'm wondering if that's based on the algorithm not really liking those words, or if it's just based on a lack of appreciation for the content. Either way, last time I'm doing a semaglutide video on here, I finally got all the information needed in order to turn in my identity verification to EDD. So hopefully we start to get unemployment anytime soon. Anytime this week would be great. So today I actually had a lot to do. And so I wrote to ChatGPT, I said, tomorrow I have a 9:30 a.m. interview and I have to finish 3 modules for classes. That should be around 20 minutes each, including note-taking. Then I have to drive to Castro Valley from Livermore, print copies, and then go to the nearest post office. Then I need to post video 1 on YouTube and make a thumbnail, and then start uploading and editing a new video. Please make me a schedule and include shower and hair and makeup for the interview. it made me a detailed schedule. It said 6 a.m. wake up, 6:15 shower, hair and makeup, 7 a.m. start modules for classes, get dressed for interview, drive to Castro Valley. So for some reason it had me drive to Castro Valley before, but I didn't do that. Print copies, head to the nearest post office, and then 9:30 a.m. interview. So they wanted me to travel and run my errands from 9:15 a.m. to 9:25 a.m. and then do the interview at 9:30. That's actually impossible, no matter where you are. Just like driving somewhere, getting that errand done, and then driving back within like 15 minutes. So that just was not feasible, so I didn't do it. And then at 10:30 a.m. it had me drive back home. 11:15 a.m. post YouTube video and create thumbnail. As you can see, I'm running a little late. And then 12 p.m. lunch break. 12:30 begin uploading new video, edit the video, and then 3 p.m. wrap up remaining tasks. I woke up late, so I actually studied for the interview before and then did the interview, went to Castro Valley, printed, dropped things off at the post office, came back. Also, just so you guys know, it is January 28th. I am officially over my Christmas tree and my Christmas decorations being up, and we are trying to move more into Valentine's Day. It's just, there's been a lot going on and I've had a lot of stuff to do, so we will work on that. I'll probably make it another video, like redesigning my space or something stupid, I guess. We have 2 interviews today, which is super exciting. They're with the same company and they're back to back, and they're just 2 different people. One is the hiring manager and one is the senior email marketing manager. We're gonna prepare. Here's how I like to prepare for an interview. The first thing I like to do is review the job post. This is gonna help you become familiar with any key responsibilities that the role is going to ask of you. And it also lets you know like those certain keywords that these people are really looking for. In a job area or a job field as vast as digital marketing is, each company has a different way of referring to different responsibilities. It's important to understand the company's lingo that you are applying for. So for instance, in this job description, they call out customer segmentation, testing implementation, campaign setup, and analysis of email campaigns. Which brings me to my second point. I will then list out relevant projects that I've worked on within my career. I take these keywords and I think about the campaigns that I've worked on that would most likely not only layer up to these responsibilities, but also layer up to the business model at hand. So for instance, this business is actually a B2C. So I would probably focus on a lot of things where I've worked specifically for the consumer and not necessarily for a business consumer. Number 3, I prepare to ask questions in the interview. This is really big, and I feel like sometimes people can go into an interview and feel like, oh, I don't need to ask questions. This interview went on for way too long, or they really answered everything that I could possibly need logistically and or otherwise. But there are a couple of questions that I like to fall back on as my default, just in case nothing comes to mind in the interview. The first one is actually very popular with every person that I've had an interview with, and it sometimes gets a lot of laughs. It sometimes gets a, quizzitive pause because they're thinking really hard, and it answers a few key, questions that I have in the back of my mind that sound a little bit more unprofessional. So the question that I asked, drumroll please, is what is your favorite campaign or initiative that you've worked on at this company? This does a few things for us as the interviewee. Essentially, the first thing it does is it shows that you're interested in the brand, that you're interested in how this employee works for the brand and with the brand. It also gives them some time to kind of like brag about their most popular campaigns within the company. And it also shows you, kind of their process and how they think a campaign should be run. And that really helps you find out, like, does this align with your previous work history, or is it something that you could see yourself aligning with in the future? And then the second question I ask is always, kind of something circling the drain of what personality traits would help the person in this role succeed. I think a lot of the times you can focus on your hard skills, you can even focus on your soft skills, but a lot of the time, like, your success at work is really
pivotal to what the team environment is and what types of personalities does this team environment need to flourish. What should you embellish while you're at work, and what should you maybe pull back on? For instance, if somebody was to say, we have too many like class clowns and we need someone really serious to kind of steer the ship, I would probably have to peace out because I'm not that person. But if somebody said, you know, we just need people who are lighthearted but know how to, you know, bring up the bottom line at the end of the day, that would be the perfect fit for me. And asking those questions really kind of helps you navigate like your future, if there is one, at this company. The fourth thing I do in order to make my interview go seamlessly, well, you know, I haven't been rejected from a lot of jobs, so I'm not sure if it's seamless yet, but the fourth thing I do is I would love to review my hard skills. So I go to a couple of websites, which I'll link down below, and I do a couple practice questions. This will usually be for SQL, A/B test strategy. Sometimes I will even, you know, review a quick Google Ads campaign in order to ensure that I'm utilizing the correct, you know, lingo and terminology. One thing that I really fail at, and I think that vlogging is really helping me to fix this, is I get very tongue-tied, I get very nervous speaking, and it's definitely a weak point. And making sure that I know the terminology right off the top of my head is very important to my success. It's something that if I don't study, I will fail miserably, and I normally end up just giggling like a fool. And then they think, oh my God, this woman took laughing gas before she came to our beautiful interview. So that's something else I like to do. And then the fifth and final thing, you're probably thinking, oh my God, 5 things, what more could you do? You're perfect the way you are. And that's true, I am. But the fifth and final thing that I like to do is I like to listen to my manifestation playlist. This is something that I just recently started doing, and I felt as though it like really brought positive vibes to the rest of the day, and it just helped me feel much more confident in my abilities. And, you know, on this manifestation playlist, there's actually, you know, Just Like Magic, like Ariana Grande, which is just, you know, completely and totally about manifestation. There's no other way to take it. And then One Republic's like Good Life, I'm All the Way Up, and, you know, The Weeknd's I Feel It Coming, and Celine Dion's in there. And it's a little corny. It's definitely a weird mix. There's a lot of different rap and pop and stuff like that, but it's just something that I like to listen to before I start the day, and maybe while I'm showering or getting ready, where I just listen to like the good vibes, and I feel as though something good has to happen because all I'm doing is you know, thinking positively, and I'm only accepting positivity as well. I am a huge Swiftie. Unfortunately, listening to songs like The Prophecy, where she screams that her life is never gonna change and she's begging someone to change her life for her, probably aren't really gonna be the best songs to bring in positivity. So I leave those for like the Sunday afternoons when I'm cleaning. And yeah, that is really how I prepare for my interviews. So I'm gonna go do that now, and then we're gonna take Miss Willow for a WALK. Hopefully she did not hear me.
So I just filmed that whole video and realized that like the lighting really sucked, but I tried to film that video like 3 times, and that was the best one. And I mean, gonna have to do.
We could go to the boardroom in Pleasanton, or we could go to In-N-Out. I mean, there's choices abound. I guess we're gonna have to see. I am kind of feeling a sandwich more than I am a burger, but I don't have my AirPods. I'm gonna go back in and get my AirPods. Looks on me, I had my AirPods on me the whole time. Okay, so we are going to go to the boardroom in Pleasanton because they have really good sandwiches and they have drip coffee, and that'll just be a nice way to relax before our interviews. The lunch was really cute and it tasted so yummy. I did not finish it, but it was a very exciting time. And we're gonna go back home and we're gonna study, and then we're gonna rock our socks off in this freaking interview. Okay guys, well, my hair is up for the first time, and probably the last time, because I just woke up today and I said, the world is in shambles and I don't have a job, so we could do whatever the hell we want. But I'm going to go get food with my friend. This is the jacket of the week. I'm wearing red for Valentine's Day. We're gonna hopefully have fun. I'm so nervous because it's so cold out there. Oh my god, y'all, it's raining. Okay, switch to my puffer, and now we are leaving.
But first, teaching Max.
Happy Saturday. I look psychotic. What I'm hoping to get done today is two things. The whole house needs to be cleaned, right? But we're gonna focus on two areas today. Number one, my bathroom. I cleaned the kids' bathroom last week, and now I'm gonna clean the primary bedroom this week. It is a mess. It's almost so much of a mess that it's like embarrassing to show you guys, because it's not like, let's organize. It's like, oh, like there are some serious issues. So that's number one. Number two, the dining room area. This is like the messiest area in the house because the kids like throw food or just all these different things. And while I do want to primarily focus on jobs and things of that nature, I also need to focus on, keeping the house livable. Cleaner, and it's supposed to make it to where mommy does not have to suffer. Okay, everyone, so it is Sunday, and it's just been a really crazy week. High of the week, obviously, my amazing interview with Company C. All three of them went so well. I'm super excited, and I'm just, you know what? I'm really excited to see this play out. It's a really fun time and definitely high of the week. I walked away really feeling like I got this job. I think I do have this job, and only time will tell. Low of the week, I went 2 straight days without doing my hair. And I actually really do not like my natural hair. So I would love if, it didn't have any, if it was just super easy and my hair dried, the way that I wanted it to. But unfortunately, that's not how it goes. Tonight I'm just watching the Grammys and hoping that Beyonce and Taylor Swift win. And other than that, it's, I'll see you guys next week, and hopefully I'll have a job.